What does a gap in medical education mean? There are a ton of definitions, but in general, the term gaps refers to any time in your medical education when you are not engaged in medical training or doing your duties as a physician, versus year of graduation, which is used to refer to the year in which someone graduates from medical school or complete their medical training. I want to clarify because this is a common question. I finished my medical training, I finished my med school in May. However, for X or Y reason, I'm going to graduate next year. When is or where is my year of graduation? Your year of graduation is printed on your diploma. The day that is on your diploma is your year of graduation. If you finish in 2020, but you graduate in 21, your year of graduation is 21 because it's going to be on your diploma. The year that is going to appear on your diploma is going to be 21 because it's the year of your graduation. Let me promote myself in a shameless way. If you like this type of content, subscribe to my channel. Also, I have Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and more social media. You can check it out. I have the same username. So let's go back to the topic. Timing. Gap years are taken before applying for resident, whereas year of graduation is the year you officially became a medical graduate. Impact on your application. To be honest, this is going to relate on the type of programs that you will apply and their requirements. Some programs only take fresh graduates. Some programs allow you to apply with 2 to 3 years after your year of graduation. Some programs after 5 years. Some programs after 10 years, and some programs doesn't have any type of requirements about. They just don't care about the year of graduation or your year of graduation. They care about what you bring on the table, and that's it. So you have to, when you apply for your medical resident, you have to look it up what type of requirements they have and if you fit on, to be honest. So let's say for X or Y reason, you have gaps on your CV. But there are different type of gaps. There are clinical experience gaps, research gaps, educational gaps, and more. A clinical experience gap years often involve gaining additional clinical experience, which can strengthen your application. Research. Gap years can be used for research. I know a bunch of people that are doing postdoctoral fellowship only about research in the area that they want to apply in the future. That's really common, especially if you want to apply for a really competitive specialty. A lot of people do 2 years or 3 years of research in the field that they want to apply in the future, and that's really common. As international medical graduates, depends of your background, because I know some people that plan everything in a way that after they finish their medical education, they got into right after to medical resident in US. I have one of my mentor and he planned everything in a way that he got into medical resident in US even before his graduation day. And he graduated like 2 to 3 weeks after he got into in his medical resident. I have another mentor that she got into medical resident after 5 years of graduation. I have a friend, he got into medical resident like 7 years of graduation. I met someone that got into 10 years of graduation. So to be honest, an international medical graduate, we have our own path. Everybody's different, and depending of our background, we can have gaps. But I feel like the key points or the key point during your gaps as international medical graduate is what you do in that timeline. It's not the same like you have a 5 years gap and you only study for the USMLE. Whereas I have studied for my USMLE, I have done research, a master, I have clinical experience, I have working for a certain amount of time in clinical practice as a general doctor. So what else? I have done volunteer, and so it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same like, oh, I just studied for my USMLE and my CV is empty. Like, I have studied for my USMLE, but I have done a bunch of stuff that helped me out to gain a skill and improve my CV and improve a lot of stuff as a human being, or so. You know what I mean? But also, in the same time, if you want to take a couple of months off, like, you know what, I don't want to do anything related with medicine. I want a big breath. I want to do a lot of stuff outside medicine. I want to spend time with my family. I want to travel to different places and such and such. It's okay. In the end of the day, we're human beings, and when you are in that level for apply for your medical resident, you have like in a section where you can explain or address anything that you consider red flag or anything that you feel like you have to explain. In the end of the day, we're human beings, and year of graduation and gaps are something that you cannot change. To be honest, your year of graduation, it is what it is. If you graduate in 2007, it's already done. You can't do anything about it. If you take certain amount of years of gap, and doesn't matter what happened there, if you do a lot of stuff or you just do nothing related to medicine, it is what it is. It's, to be honest, this is the reality. However, the future is different, and the present too. Doesn't matter what happened in the past, you have the present and you have the future. So working on it and see how you can tackle all this that you consider that can affect your future application. Also, you can look it up for more information. Find someone that has been in the same position as you and made it and got into medical resident. Ask your mentor. Even you can like go to the official website of the different programs that you want to apply, and they have emails where you can contact the coordinator or the chief resident, and you can email them and say, hey, I have some questions, and you can explain to them like a brief. You can send an email with a brief explanation and questions about it, and they might reply back, oh yeah, you can do this and that, or no, we won't take it, and you want to spend time and money to apply to this place. Or you can like email, as I said, then, and they can say, oh yeah, you can apply here, but I highly recommend you to this and that enhance your application. So what I want to say, or my 2 cents, your year of graduation and your gaps are done. It is what it is. Now pay attention in your future, pay attention at this moment, and try to work on it for improve, or for in the future add more stuff on your CV. And that's it. Because sometimes we're like, oh, I have this and that, what I'm gonna do? Let it be and work in the present and the future.